Ahoy hoy, I'm Planet Walk, and I am no stranger to being strawmanned. I mean, I deal with flat earthers all the time, so it's kind of expected, you know? The best thing that they can do at that point is to strawman you, so I understand why flat earthers do it, because flat earthers don't have any actual arguments. I'm sorry, but they don't. Anyway, when I think of strawmen that have been constructed around something that I said, there are two big ones that come to mind, and one of them was fairly recent. So let's start with one from ages ago first, which is something that I said in an argument against a flat earther. I'm not going to call it a debate, because it wasn't. So the argument was on seismology, because flat earthers do not consider seismology to be an actual science because it debunks flat earth. Now a while back, flat earthers used to ask, what is your independent variable and what is your dependent variable? Well, your independent variable here is your location, and your dependent variable is your shaking. At least that's what I said. Now, flat earthers thought that that meant that I was saying that location causes shaking, which is not what I was saying at all. What I was really trying to say is that during an earthquake, the amount of shaking that you measure depends on where you are located, which is actually true. However, when it comes to independent and dependent variables, flat earthers want to phrase things in a particular way, because it helps with making an opponent's position seem absurd. The way that they have to phrase things is independent variable causes dependent variable. Now obviously phrasing things like that isn't always the most accurate way to say things, especially when the people that you are arguing with are going to twist anything that you say, like what happened here. Now I did try to phrase it in a different way. A change of location causes a change in measured ground shaking. I don't know if I said during an earthquake, but I meant during an earthquake, obviously. If you literally think that I wasn't meaning during an earthquake there, then there's no hope for you. That's the nicest way that I can put it. It is also a straw man because you are taking my argument and trying to make it mean something that I didn't actually mean. That is the definition of a straw man. And here's the thing, if you actually had an argument, you wouldn't need to straw man mine. So maybe think about why you are straw manning before you straw man. That would require you to have a bit of self-awareness, but one can hope. Anyway, what was the more recent straw man? It came from I'm hesitant to call that a debate as well. A dumpster fire that I had with Geranism and Austin Whitsitt. Now the straw man happened when Geranism asked me a question, but to Geranism's credit, it wasn't Geran who straw manned me, it was every flat earther that was watching. So what was the question? Well, the question was, can men get pregnant? Now, if you know me, you know I'm supportive of trans people, so you can probably guess my answer. I of course said that some men can get pregnant. You would think that most people would hear the some in front of men. There was a barrage of, oh, Planet Walk thinks that men can get pregnant. Congratulations on the baby, Planet Walk. Did you not listen to what I said? I said some, that doesn't mean all. Now, I could have answered that question slightly better. I could have said, well, if they have a uterus, then yeah, maybe. But there is a small problem with that. The problem, of course, is that the next question that gets asked is, do men have uteruses? And yes, some men have uteruses, but not all men. But obviously they're not going to hear the some, are they? Now you might be wondering what the straw man is here, because if I say that some men can get pregnant, then I am saying that men can get pregnant. The problem comes at ignoring the nuance. The difference between saying some men can get pregnant and men can get pregnant is that a lot of people will hear the some and associate that with trans men who can get pregnant. However, claiming that I said that men can get pregnant instead of some men makes it sound like I say that, you know, a person who is XY, has the male bits and all that, they can get pregnant, which is not what I said. Contrary to the impression that flat earthers might have gotten, I don't actually deny biology. Biology is a very real thing. I simply don't believe that the terms man and woman are biological terms. They are more social terms. And the funny thing is that during that debate, there were a lot of flat earthers in the chat proving my point. Now, during the debate, I was wearing these glasses, and I think that these glasses are absolutely fabulous, but They are also my Illuminati glasses. The joke, of course, being is that you've got people like Elton John who have worn heart-shaped glasses before. And if Elton John has worn heart-shaped glasses, then clearly anybody who wears heart-shaped glasses is in the Illuminati, like myself or Will Wood. Now, because of the glasses and long hair, I guess I'm not what most people would think of when it comes to a man. I certainly don't conform to the gender stereotypes that people would like to place on me. Now, during the debate, there are people asking, who's the ugly woman or who's the woman with the deep voice? Clearly trying to take a jab at me because I don't conform to those gender stereotypes. If you're going to try and make fun of someone by calling them a woman when they were assigned male at birth, then I'm sorry, but that means that it's a gendered term, not a biological one. Now, there are many more and better justifications for why trans men are men and why trans women are women. But that's a funny one. It's not every day that you get to use something that's meant to be an insult to prove your point. Now, I'm not going to go into those better justifications because this is not that video, but just note that when I say a trans man is a man, I mean it in a gendered sense. It is a straw man to make it seem like I'm talking about biology when I say that, because I don't deny biology. And the same goes for when I say that some men can get pregnant. I'm not denying biology, it's just that the definition that I use for man includes trans men who can sometimes get pregnant. And that doesn't even touch on the possibility of uterus implants maybe allowing people to get pregnant from that uterus. It will be a wild day when a cis man decides for whatever reason that his wife can't get pregnant and can't have a uterus implant. He can, and his husband wants a baby. So, you know, he just does it. So yeah, those are the biggest straw men that I've ever received. And surprise, surprise, but those men can't get pregnant. Just in case you're wondering if I thought that. And in addition to being straw men, they're also red herrings because they're used to distract from the actual points that I make in videos. Even if I've said something that's utterly ridiculous, it doesn't mean that the points that I'm making in my videos are incorrect. So if you disagree with me, here's an idea. Address my arguments. Anyway, that's it for this video. It's a short video because I had an amazing idea in one of my upcoming videos and I had to delay it because of that. But anyway, leave a like and subscribe if you like this video. Leave a comment letting me know what you'd like to see from future videos. As always, a big shout out to my $20 or more patrons: Hugh Jarsz, MC.Nutkin, SHaKie, Jett Alone, Nathaniel Muller, Vermont1777, Wolfie, Morrie, Graymore Ghost, KidVicious, Sacha Campbell, definitely not NASA, Craig D'Amelio, and Richard M Chapman. If you want to support me financially, you can do so on Patreon. There should be a link there. But anyway, I will see you in the next video. Between you and me, thank you for watching.